You can still get your life back. Get your life back. It's real. Get your life back. Get your life back.
With what's her name? And Debbie Allen.
Oh,
Yes, that's where I get that from. Relax, relate. Okay, I'm done now.
everyone do it.
Right. Relax, relate, release. Relax, or something like that. Anyway.
So, taking naps, sitting still, with laying down with the lights off or low, going on retreats or vacations. And sometimes, we may say, I want to sleep, and we can't, but it's okay. Can we still just lay there with the lights down low and just allow our body to relax? How are we doing with that one?
Oh, Candace said C. Doreen C. Doreen is busy. Tracy said A. Relax, relate, release. And teacher said A.
Oh, that's good. I need to improve also. So I completely understand, especially if you have a lot going on. But I do also recognize the importance of just stopping right where you are for a moment. And this is where you can connect some of the skills. So, we talked about the breathing exercise. So you can just stop, sit still for a second, and just take a deep breath. And even if you can do that, it will definitely change how you're feeling throughout the day. You won't be as stressed. You won't be as tense. You won't be as overwhelmed by the end of the day if you start to do this throughout your day. Just being still and just being still and closing your eyes, because we may not be in a place where we can actually lay down or, really completely relax. If we can even if it's for 2 or 3 minutes, if you start to implement it, I'm telling you, you will start to feel a difference.
And let me tell you, I would love to take naps, but because I'm not proclaiming stuff and claiming, but I'm not easy to like fall right to sleep and predict my nap. Like some people go, okay, I'm going to take a nap. I don't do that. But what helps me, I can't plan it. If I sit still for a moment, like say in a chair, then I may take that nap naturally. So I can't always plan it. I know that maybe somebody else like that too, where they just not a napper. But sometimes I do take it, but I wish I can do it more often because it does rejuvenate and give your brain a chance to kind of, work things out and you relax a minute. But yeah, it's like, man, I'm envy of people who can just take their naps every day. I really have a problem with my naps are never, Doreen said my naps are never naps. I wake up 2 hours later. Ooh, I need that. I need that nap.
Me too.
You can do the half-hour one. I do that. Deidre said it happens each afternoon, but I have to lay down right. Then before it passes me over, I don't sleep much. Okay, we kind of understand.
Oh,
wavelength.
yeah.
Yep.
So I'll move on to the next one.
Great answer. I'm sorry. Adrian said, isn't 2 hours considered a nap? And she had a lot of question marks, Doreen. Toya, she laughing. That's a rest. That's a real good nap, though.
So the second one, how are we doing with taking breaks from social media and or overstimulating activities or people? So that can be the reason why, although we may say we want to take a break, we have the TV on, we're going through our phone, we're scrolling, we're checking on emails. They talk about that blue light from the phones and how that naturally will keep you awake, whether you realize it or not. So you're like, why can't I relax? Well, I'm just going to scroll through my emails until I get tired. I'll just scroll through social media until I get tired. But you're actually keeping yourself up by doing that. And then also with everything that's going on, sometimes you can't control what you see on your feed. So you may be trying to relax, but somebody wants to now repost what Trump spoke on. That just now aggravated your whole spirit, and you can't go to sleep now because so sometimes it's just good to just put the phone down, turn the TV off, and just have a moment to yourself. How are we doing with this?
So what had happened is it's difficult because a lot of us, there's a lot more people now working from home, starting their own business, they side hustle. So it's like we need to be the busiest, but you have to find, like I said in the beginning of this, put yourself on your calendar, your to-do list, me time. Like Kelly said, it could just be 30 minutes, a half hour, an hour, just taking a mental break. I do it sometime. I need to probably do it more, but it's like I'm trying to stay on top of stuff because when this thing is over, I want to come out with better and more. But I've learned, but agency, I take my breaks. So I'm watching some. I may binge something relaxed, like I said, sit on the couch and fall asleep naturally or something like that. Don't turn the phone on. I'll put it on silent, Kelly. That's what I do. I'll just turn off the volume so that way I won't be so quick to respond to a notification because my notifications go off.
And I was going to say that, you know, one of the things that I tell a lot of times, not only clients, but staff, I'm like, you do not have to answer every time your phone goes off. You do not have to jump and see every notification. So sometimes that may mean, like you said, shut off the notification because it's just a natural thing for us to do. And then even though you say, I'm not going to answer it, you can't really sleep because you're like, I wonder who that was. What if it was important? What was that? What if that was something I was waiting for? You know, so sometimes just shutting it off for that period of time. Is helpful. And you know, some people, again, it's about restructuring your days, especially if you're working from home now and that's not what you were doing before. So it's about changing your, when you have a 9 to 5, you're like, okay, if I have that type of job where I'm off at 5, then people know they should not be calling your phone at 5:05 to tell you work-related stuff. You can implement the same thing if you're working from home, whatever you want your business hours to be. And even if you want to be available, say 24 hours a day, you still can put aside that time where you know, I have my lunchtime during this hour out the day. I'm on lunch. I'm not receiving calls at this time. And the same thing, I also need my downtime between this particular time, whether it be for an hour, 2 hours. You shut your phone off and people will know that they cannot contact you at this time. We used to do it back in the days and people used to watch TV more. You know, you're like, my show coming on. Everybody know don't call you when that show's on, right? You know, back in the days, you know, Dynasty's coming on. Don't turn, nobody call her because Dynasty's coming on. We need to start to implement things back into our life, you know, the same way, but not for a show, but just for us to be able to have that peace. So what are you doing with that?
Somebody responded, I'm up naturally every day at 6. Yes, 2 hours is a nappy. That was deep. Toya said B, doing okay. Tracy says actually 1:30 are sleep cycles. Oh, well, some more response. So let me click on. Adrian, that's a qualifying thing. Laugh out loud. Toya, I am too available to my friends and family. I am one of those people who people reach out. See, we here.
Toya, we here.
Whenever they need me, even if it is at weird hours. And Adrian said,
Toya, you have to put a stop to it because you know what? I've shared this before. I shared this. You know, it's about time for us. This is the year of being selfish because people are taking advantage of us. You are not being a friend to me like I am being a friend to you. I am courteous. I am thoughtful. I say I'm not going to call you at 4 in the morning and send you a text or just to see what you're doing, or I don't do that. But you don't care. You know what I do. You know I need a break, and you continue to do that to me. So guess what? Now I'm gonna take offense to it. So I have to preserve my health. And if you don't care about me, I have to care about myself more and just shut them off. And because I changed the way that I think about it, it makes me a little bit more comfortable in not responding to certain people. Because I used to have a hard time and I'm like, but they really need me and everybody's not the same. And so I have to, and I'm like, you know what? No, that's wrong because just like they should be there for me too. And they should understand that this is too much, especially if they see that you sound tired or they're waking you up. You don't have to say it. If they're waking you up every night, they should know that that affects you and that impacts you. So if you're not thinking about it, you know what? Now I'm gonna have an attitude, and that's what works for me. I take a little offense to it, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna be as accessible, and when I'm ready to be bothered with you, then I'll be bothered with you. I'm gonna call you back between the hours that work for me. Sometimes it's about time. We gotta get selfish because we have to take care of ourselves. And especially with what's going on right now, we need our rest. We need to build up our immune system. Our body needs to rejuvenate. We need everything to work properly. And if we're not resting and stopping and taking a break, then we're not able to do that. And we are body. Stress breaks down your body. It breaks down your organs. It breaks down everything. And although it's our friends and family and they may not realize it, because we are now aware of it, we have to start to implement the things in our life to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and we're protecting ourselves. So that means, you know what, I'm not answering. I'm turning my phone off by a certain time. You know what I do? I block people after a certain time. After a certain time, whatever they send me is not going to get through. I don't do it for everybody because there's some people who are going to respect my time, but there are people who don't. And so those people are blocked. So I don't see it until I get up in the morning and I actually check to see if I missed a call or I missed a text message or something like that. technology is wonderful. It helps you with blocking people and they don't even realize it. And
Right.
you can block them how you want to block them.
Right. I'm glad you said that, Kelly, because even I was thinking about how it goes back to learning to say no and even being assertive and learning how to communicate. When people start to see, you know, like, oh, Cheryl, it's like the movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman, when she said, oh, Helen has left. Man, I'm like, I've learned to communicate, and I learned from other people who was way more assertive than I was when I was younger to communicate. If they say, oh, I was trying to reach you, and I'll say, oh yeah, I was taking my nap, my rest, and kind of letting them know that, kind of in an indirect way, letting other people know I need my time, or I'm busy too, I'm not expendable, you know, and then you train other people to treat you a certain way too. So that's the practice we have to do. Doreen had to go, she had another call, she said, thank you. Deetra said, I'm trying to live and live well. It's thrive time.
That's right.
Yes.
I like that. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna start saying that. It's thrive time.
And Deetra said, yes, absolutely right, Kelly. They act as if you've thrown a brick in their face. Oh, well, gosh, that used to be me. Got tired, draining, straight depletion. And I saw that Candace threw some hands up there. Tracy got Tracy got target, like hit around the target.
Mm-hmm.
And Toya was with it too. Yep. All right.
And so the next one, deep breathing. Cheryl spoke about this earlier. I've spoken about it also. We see it always come back to that breathing. I'm telling you, the breathing helps. It really does. Do deep breathing. Cheryl has a box at the bottom of this screen. I don't know if you see it. It breaks it down. Inhale 4. You hold it for 4 seconds and you exhale for 4. So you're inhaling through your mouth and then you're exhaling. So it says, and let's do it since we're all here right now. Sit comfortable and straight. Put your feet flat on the floor. Eyes closed or focus on something therapeutic or calming. And then breathe in deep, slowly through your nose. Count to 5 to 10 seconds. And then exhale slowly out of your mouth. And just repeat this. And there's the box breathing method that's listed below. And again, I said this before, there are many different apps that can help you with it. A lot of people post it because I've even posted it on my page. There's like this circle that makes you breathe in and breathe out. There are different things to do it. How are we doing? Do we take a minute and just stop and take a deep breath?
Right, exactly. We pressing this because it's something we really need to do.
Are we doing well? How are we doing?
Waiting for some answers.
Are people breathing?
I see an A so far.
And you know, we keep talking about deep breathing. So this is my challenge to everyone who's in here. For the next week, please take a time out of your day to stop and just do deep breathing. Whether it be for a couple of minutes, whether it be however long, take the time out of your day for the rest of the week to stop whatever you're doing and practice some deep breathing. And you're all a part of the Facebook group. You all have the email. You follow Cheryl on social media. My social media account is listed. Let me know how you did, and let me know if you felt a response from it. It works. It may not be. And when I'm saying response, we don't want it to be this dramatic change, but there's a slight difference that you may feel in your day or what's going on.
Toya said, my Apple Watch is always reminding me to breathe, laugh out loud. Tracy said A. Kimberly, I was looking for your interaction. Kimberly said A. Okay. Deetra said, Apple Watches alert you like blood pressure machine. That thing scared me. I thought, oh, wow, this is an awesome feature. Deetra said, wow.
See, that's great.
Uh-huh.
I have some Apple Watches. Oh, there's more. Okay, so continuing relaxing self-care. How often are we soaking, relaxing in a bath or a pool? For those of you that can fit in your bath, because you know, my
yeah,
you know, so like, but it's an NA for me right now. But for those of you that can relax in your bath or a pool, how many of you are doing this?
I need to do it more. I haven't done it in a while. Wow. And I love taking baths, but I haven't done it in a while.
Shower, you frozen on my end.
Really? You hear me talking now?
No.
And you're frozen on my end. Need to get, oh man, back to end. And we near the end.
Yes. Are we
okay?
So how are we doing with this? Are we doing okay?
So, all right, wait a minute now. Somebody said not enough. Somebody said so used to getting in and getting out. No more kiddos interrupt. Somebody mentioned lavender, Epsom salt baths give me life. Yes, Toya. Adrian, cover not covered equal D. Okay. I need to get back to the bathroom. Tracy, I hear. Oh, okay. She hears both.
So number 2, listen to music, podcasts, or binge on fun, positive, and relaxing films, TV shows. Cheryl shared this earlier in the workbook that this is something that she does. It helps her to relax. How are we doing with this?
A. Since COVID-19, no. D. Okay.
So I definitely would encourage everyone, even if it's just to listen to some music, you know, as you're going through your day, just to put it on for a second. I used to sleep with this, but one of the things that has helped is that while I am doing work, I try to at least have something playing in the background, whether it be music, a podcast. It may not have my complete attention, but it definitely does help a little bit. So that's just a recommendation for anyone else who may be having difficulty with that. And the third one is, how are we doing with reading books, writing, singing, or journaling?
Something.
Anything.
Do you
I got to get better with that.
You deserve to take care. Right. Yes. Yes. B and C for me. Yeah, I was answering the wrong question. Lord. Tracy said A, C, and D. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's the last question?
Yeah, I definitely got to get better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is near the end, guys. So we come in. Except I'm going to have to go and find I have to find where Kelly was. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Went to the end. There we go. So this is it, guys. We summoned it up. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys participated, and I hope you got something out of this, because practicing self-care is attractive because research and life experiences has taught myself and many of us that self-care increases motivation, boosts your confidence, improves relationships, builds self-esteem, promote healthy, positive feelings and thoughts from within, and helps you to become more mindful at valuing and loving yourself. You're not waiting for someone else to love on you. And so I got that from psychology. Well, no, that was me, but there's information I found on what I was saying that correlates self-esteem and self-care together in Psychology Today. For those of you who get the workbook, you'll be able to kind of find that information. And okay. And I did offer my services. I've been offering people 20% off if anybody want to do any kind of coaching with me. I do a lot of trauma-focused coaching, emotional wellness, as you can see, co-parenting, building healthy relationships and communication and all of that stuff. I did 20% off because of the whole pandemic thing, COVID-19, because there's a lot of people who are experiencing high anxiety. So even like coping skills and anger management, I've been working with people on as well. So if anybody feel like they need more help and support in this area, they can contact me. And I don't know if Kelly have availability for some coaching in this area. But that's what she said. I know she's got so much going on now. And you can follow me. You guys, most of you know where to follow me at. This is Kelly. She is the owner of, and she's building her practice, KB's Lighthouse. But you can find her on Instagram. She got some wonderful, inspirational, motivational messages. She's starting to do more videos now, and just a lot of stuff to deal with mental health, physical health, emotion, everything, every area. We both believe in being holistic. So just getting you to practice self-care in every area of your life and not neglecting ourselves anymore. We're not doing that anymore. So thank you guys so much. Let me unshare my screen. I hope you guys got a lot out of that. I'm so excited for those of you who showed up. Somebody said I missed the last question? That was me. Child, what was that? I don't know what that last question was. You talked about the music. I can't remember right now, but I'm so glad you guys took out your time, because I know it's a lot. We all got a lot of stuff going on, but we don't want to hold you longer. That's why we did it into 2 sessions. And the workbook is $2 if anybody want to purchase the workbook. And then that's for those of you who attended the workshop. And then it'll be $5 only maybe next week it'll be $5, but it's only $2 just for me putting it all together and everything. But I do appreciate you being here. You guys, you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you for participating.
Take care, guys.